up? Welcome to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a professional triathlete from the US living in Girona. I grew up in Minnesota playing ice hockey until I was 19, and then I went to university at Arizona State, and at ASU I got to watch my brother race triathlons and really thought it was cool. The environment was just sweet, so at 19 I decided to switch it up and got into the exercise contest game. And since then I've turned professional when I was, I think, 22, and now I'm 29. So I've been racing professionally for 7 years, and in that time I've done quite a bit. I've lived in like 7 or 8 different states. I've worked a full-time job for 3 years, and now I managed to secure the visa and a sick apartment here in Girona, Spain. 2024 was a pretty good year for me. Managed to break 8 hours in the Ironman at Ironman Barcelona. Had a few top 10s at some Euro races. And so, yeah, like starting to get settled into the European race rhythm. It's obviously a little bit different, a little bit faster over here. Guys are much more committed to being athletes, and yeah, I'll take you guys along. You can see what it's like being an American who hardly speaks any Spanish, just a total geary over here. And yeah, enjoy. Finishing up a ride, heading back into Girona, and I wanted to give a little bit of an overview of the visa that I'm on so that I can be an American professional triathlete slash data analyst living here in Spain. Now, the visa I'm on is the digital Nomad visa, and what that is basically you're allowed to work for a company that is not based in Spain while living in Spain. You get to live a pretty good lifestyle. Like, it's 11:45. I'm on the bike, training, and take advantage of a relatively low cost of living compared to North America, and enjoy just an overall safer, more fun, easier to travel experience. So when I was getting this visa, there weren't too many places to go other than Facebook groups. So that's really where it starts out. You're gonna have a lot of people who are asking questions that you're gonna have, and it's awesome. And I can link a few Facebook groups down below. So if you're curious about the visa, step 1, join one of these Facebook groups. They're gonna answer tons of your questions. So, how much can you expect to spend on this entire process? I would estimate that I spent around 2,000 to 2,500 euros all in all from start to finish with the whole visa. A little hard to record while I was riding, and it's an untrained muscle, so gonna be working on the traps a little bit, but finished at step 1, joining the Facebook group. Now step 2 is going to be making sure that you have the right kind of job. Now what that means is you need a 1099 contractor job if you're in the US, with a minimum income threshold of 2,646 euros per month. And that amount is double the Spanish minimum wage. So that's what you need to be making. All right, now you've got double the Spanish minimum wage. You've got your 1099 contractor job. The next step is you're gonna get your FBI background check. Now to do this, you go to the USPS store, they take your fingerprints, and then they send it off to the FBI. And you can make your appointment online. Again, usually it's pretty straightforward, but that's what the next step is. So now we're gonna assume that you pass the FBI background check with flying colors. Can be an issue for some people, so you never know, but you gotta pass that. So now you're gonna have to take all these documents. Basically, you get a bunch of documents from the business that you work for, a letter of permission. Basically, it's like a bona fide permission slip for adults saying you can go to Europe for a few years if you wanna mess around. And then you're gonna give them all to your lawyer, and your lawyer is gonna basically tell you what to do and where to go. Now, you can do this all on your own if you really, really want to, but I highly recommend Pablo Gomez from Legal Point, Spain. He was unreal. It was probably the best money I've ever spent. He made sure I was all taken care of, that I was dialed in on the health insurance. He sent me referrals for a translator that would be certified. Like, there are so many documents and so many different things that I would highly recommend getting a qualified lawyer and spending the money on somebody who is good instead of spending money on somebody who is not going to take care of you. And Pablo is gonna take care of you. I want this to read like an ad for Pablo, because it's not, and I'm absolutely getting nothing for it, but I'm telling you, if you want this visa and you're an American and you hardly speak any Spanish, you need to get a lawyer to get this visa. It is not worth dealing with all of the Spanish bureaucracy absolutely nailed that word, bureaucracy. It's not worth dealing with all the Spanish bureaucracy to try to get this visa. How it works with the application is if you're in Spain when you apply, you get a 3-year residence permit. But if you're out of Spain when you apply, if you apply through like the US consulate, then you're only getting a 1-year permit. So I went to Spain in February and applied in April. Now, you normally get 90 days in and 90 days out on a normal Schengen visa, which if you have a US passport, you're automatically set. So you can come into the EU for 90 days and you can be in the EU for 90 days. So you come into the EU, and then while you're in the EU on your tourist Schengen visa, then you're gonna apply for this visa. Now, once you've applied, there's a whole bunch of appointments and stuff you have to go to. So you have to go get your padrone at the local town hall. That's going to be a fun nightmare. I highly recommend bringing a local who speaks Catalan if you're in Catalonia, or Spanish if you're anywhere else. Definitely need someone to help translate. If they don't speak English, you are going to be screwed. Next step after you get your padrone is they're going to send you up to the police station to get your TIE card. So when you apply for your visa and you get accepted, you're going to get an NIE card. Now, that's not really a card, it's just a piece of paper. But in order to get the TIE, you need your NIE. And so you have to go to a police station, you make an appointment, your lawyer does everything, tells you where to go, what to do, you listen to them, show up on time. Done. All right, so now once you've done all of that, the next thing you're gonna need to do is register for Social Security and to pay taxes. And again, Pablo came through, hooked it up with that sweet tax service. So I have my own personal accountant, something I definitely did not ever have in the US. I have someone doing my taxes, making sure everything's dialed in, writing off everything left, right, and center that I legally can write off. And that's it, basically how I got the visa. Yeah, my day-to-day life, honestly, is really not too different from anything I was doing in North America before, or probably what you're doing. I get up, I use the bathroom, I drink coffee, I go to the grocery store, I work out for excessive amounts of time. But the big difference is the reduced life stress. One of the main benefits of living in Spain is that the quality of life is incredibly high and everything is pretty affordable if you're coming from North America. And if you're making North American money, it can be a really good move. It's kind of a life hack. That the grocery shopping experiences are really great here. On Wednesdays at Mercadona, if you put a pineapple in your cart upside down, girls will try to flirt with you. But in all seriousness, the affordable groceries are one thing, but then the high quality of food, like you can eat like you're going to Whole Foods on a total budget. It's unreal, especially if you're an athlete or you just want to take care of your body. And the next thing is that I think is really crucial is I feel like I'm contributing to the local economy. And that's something that I think a lot of us really struggle with in the US, where it's really easy to basically spend all your money on gas, food, and rent. And in Spain, I've found that I can have friends, I can go out, I can eat sushi, all you can eat sushi, I can do all this, and I can live in a super nice apartment, and I'm not breaking the bank. I'm able to save money, I can pay off whatever. It's a really good lifestyle. And my situation is kind of unique in that I'm racing professionally as well, but most of my income is just completely coming from my analytics role. So I think, well, some people might be like, oh, well, you're only able to do this because you're an athlete. I actually think it works really well. And the other big thing, if you're an athlete looking to get on this kind of visa, let's say you're an Olympic hopeful, but you know you need to work, this visa is awesome because you're going to be training all day. And then when you're done with your training, everyone is finally waking up. So then you can work when everyone else is working. So I never get stressed during the day when other people are working because they're not. It's great. Like I get done with my training, I hop on the computer at maybe 5:30 and I'm eating dinner and I work until, 9:30 or whatever, and it's done. It's great. Thought of a good challenge, I want to get this channel to 1,000 subscribers within this first week. So it's gonna be pretty challenging. But I think you guys are up to it because triathlon on YouTube's got that need for a weekly video and no one's really doing it. So we're gonna fill that void. And the challenge of the week this week is gonna be Keegan Swerble and Andrew Vollmer, 2 professional cyclists, also my roommates. And we're gonna set them up on a little time trial down Hells Angels, which is, the 2 American cyclists. They do race professionally in Europe, and we're gonna put them down the most nasty Spanish descent, pretty close to home. They don't know about this yet. I'm going to tell about it when I get home. And we're going to throw some GoPros and stuff on them. And we're going to, have them race. Probably not side by side because that would actually be dangerous. Not that it's not dangerous enough, but we're gonna put them on L's Angels and just see what happens. All right. Now in order to see that, you're gonna have to subscribe. So make sure you subscribe, like, comment down below who you think is gonna win, and yeah, we'll get it out there. All right, guys, just finished that run. I got a little bit of a walk down in town, but I realized I need to leave you with a little bit of context on that last clip. So the deal is, in America, you're usually only winning if someone else is losing. But on YouTube, now here's the kicker. We're all winning if you like, subscribe, and comment. Now, why I say that is, what we'll be able to do is the more people who like, subscribe, and comment, I'm gonna get more perks to give away to you guys. Now, the sponsors wanna see it. So, hit it up, like, subscribe. Look at that view of the town. I mean, it's sick. You know what I'm saying? Like, easy 1 hour jog in the hills. I'm gonna flip it around in a sec. And yeah, it's just like, comment, subscribe. It's not that hard, it's free. Thing too, everyone would normally do this kind of video on the wall. Me, I know all the secret spots, you know. I'm up on a trail behind the wall. Now that's the kind of tips you guys are gonna be getting from me on this channel. So stay tuned for more. So again, to conclude, top geary. Let me know if you got any questions, and I will see you in the next video.